MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 16-team Pacific Coast League. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Omaha Storm Chasers. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Logan Klein, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point in a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs? To have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Row? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more. Especially the way
he dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Batting second, center fielder, Alex Verdugo.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He swings and grounds it to short. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Striding forward now is the DH, Rob Segedin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. Verdugo leads off first with 1 away. In there, and it's even at 1.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him. In there with the stolen base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves.
And now meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward deep left center field, and this is going to clear the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Daniel Nakamura. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Into the corner and slicing foul. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. down the first baseline. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Misses, ball 2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Oklahoma's out in front here, 2-0. At the plate, Terrell Rodriguez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Batting 7, left fielder.
And this is low, ball 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. At the plate, Scott Warden. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And that sinker misses at the shoe tops, ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Hard down the first baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Stepping in now, Tim LaCastro. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Now the 1-1 pitch. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Warden is on his way home. Now the relay home. is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Verdugo. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set, and the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1. The 2-1. This is line to left. But this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Ready for another chance? Rob Seguin. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly more cautious against him this time around.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Dodgers lead it 2-0. Now batting, Daniel Nakamura. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Check swing grounder to the right side. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing! Second guessed himself on that one.
Travis Tyrone up next. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. 0-1, here it comes. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. Tyrone, the runner at second with 1 away. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Now batting, left fielder, Kike Hernandez.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of it.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
The 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hit down the 3rd baseline. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, so a good pitch there gets him out of the bases loaded jam. So they load the bases on just 1 hit. Digging in and looking for more, Tim LaCastro. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. 1-0 the count. Now it's 2-0. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball, and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see two pitchers on point like they are in this one. Run's going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
In there, a base hit. Striding in once again, Rob Segedin. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Strike one to start the at-bat. Comes set with the 0-1. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Takes this the other way to right. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. LeCastro rounds third and is digging for the plate, and the runner is in from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the second run scores.
And this is a dream start of an inning for the guys at the plate and a nightmare for the pitcher and the defense. No outs, runner at first and second, and he just ropes a triple to start what could be a huge inning. Already a rough frame, and there are still no outs.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight.
Now pitching for your...
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
8-1 is the final tonight. Oklahoma City jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Carnes earned his 5th win of the year. Logan Klein was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
In the minor leagues, a lost season is never fully lost because any situation can be a teaching opportunity.
Game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Today it's the rubber man. James Tumalo, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hernan Perez. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Towards second. And this is taken for the out. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We've played 2 full, and we are tied. Settling in now, Felipe Molina. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Felipe Molina.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line. Foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
In now, Brady Bryant. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this one at 271. 5 homers and 31 RBIs. 2-0 now. Popped him up. Villegas has a play. Oh no, he missed it. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rob Howell. 0 for 1 here in the early going. No balls and 1 strike. Line toward right center. That's a base hit, their first of the game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Here's Eric Sogard, and they're runners at the corners now. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Looking to wiggle out of this, here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes, and it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 3-2 full count. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup have been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. So the error winds up not costing him as they leave the bases loaded. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Hernan Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch is popped up. Cuthbert over to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Stephen Vogt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Again, a 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Inaba on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. There is Goins. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in, Felipe Molina comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that misses for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. The 1-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Canizaro moving to his left. He's got it one away. Now at the plate, Barrett Irizarry ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Sharp ground ball to third. On to first, and there were 2 down. So striding in, Brady Bryant. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Rob Howell. He singled his last time up. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man. Ready once again, Eric Sogard. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Patrick Kloboff stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. There's a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Here now, the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in once again, Hernan Perez. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. First offering on its way. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. 2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes 1 swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon. Striding in once again, Ji-Man Choi, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Yeah, and the go-ahead run stands at second base here to start their half of the seventh. And I tell you, when they've got an opportunity like this, you've got to take advantage of it, especially this late in the ball game. We'll see if they can get it done.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And the throw in gets away from him. Ready for another chance? Barrett Irizarry 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Popped him up. Mateo ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brady Bryant. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Bonifacio's under it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Ready once again, Rob Powell. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Popped high in the air. Cuthbert shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Eric Sogard, 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Rounded to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Digging in to try it again, Patrick Flaboff.
Second baseman.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Boy, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish this game. A terrific job, 7 2/3 up to this point.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. 9th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Gustavo Cordova comes on to work on the mound.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
A 2-0.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Iowa Cubs and the Omaha Storm Chasers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Logan Klein, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Digging in, William Bauer. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And we are underway here this evening as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. High in the air down the right field line. Inaba is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's the key for them tonight, D-Row?
You know, walking around the cage before BP, Matty, one thing jumped out at me. This team's last in runs, and when you look at the lineup, they are well aware of it. They don't want to create that clubhouse divide where it's pitching staff on one side of the room and offense on the other, and the pitchers feel like they have to be perfect all the time. This offense is better than this, and it has to start today.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed, 2-1. Skied into straightaway right. Nagel is there. And that's the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Micah Welch. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Sierra waits on it, and that's the third out. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Lamar Woodall. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
Woodall.
First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Inaba is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Mark Segunas. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
Oh, it looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. Sierra moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, Ruben St. Odd, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Ruben St. Odd.
First delivery to him on the way. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. And that one stayed up a little high. No score here as we play inning number 2. And there's ball 2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Not in time as he steals second. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. St. Odd stands at second with 2 gone. Just hung in there on that one. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's a shot down the first baseline. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Austin Lester would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3-1 the count now. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Inaba is there. And the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. The I-Cubs are out in front, 1-0. Standing in, Austin Lester. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ripped down the first base line. This is foul for the first strike. fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Sierra is after it. 1 out. Digging in for his second at-bat, William Bauer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
William Bauer.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Sierra moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. So coming to the plate, Will Harris.
Now batting.
Hit to third.
Will Harris.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number. Ready now, Micah Welch.
Leading off for the Cubs. Right fielder.
First pitch fastball
Micah
swung on and missed. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Pitch popped up. Klein will take it himself for the first out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Lamar Woodall. Hard hit ball to second.
Lamar.
On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Digging in now, Mark Segunas.
The left fielder, number
First
20.
pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 0-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here comes another 0-2. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The I-Cubs are out in front 1-0. So striding forward now, Ruben St. Odd. He reached on a single in his first try.
Ruben St. Odd.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 1-1. Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A tough sinker on the inside corner. The 0-1 delivery. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's in.
A fastball that just misses inside. St. Odd on at first. Nobody out. Line toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Into the box now, Thomas Hartman. Right side, but it's well foul. And they're runners at the corners now. Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year as they move on top 4-0.
Boy, talk about how an inning can get away from you, right? 3-run homer already in this inning. They've yet to give up an out, and this could turn out to be one of those really ugly innings.
Into the box, Austin Lester. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
The 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. William Bauer drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 3 runs already home here. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Digging in once again, Will Harris. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Will Harris.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
3-0 to him now. Set to deliver on 3-0. A high fastball is in there.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Inside, he misses, ball 4.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is worse than having to battle not only the hitter, but the umpire as well. He didn't get some of the calls there, but there's nothing he can do about that now. Just got to go right after the next guy.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home. Misses for the 2nd ball.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a 3rd time.
A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Harris is off at first with 2 away. gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
Ball, that's out.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Ready for another shot now. Lamar Woodall, 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they pick up 3 runs.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for your Omaha Storm Chasers, number 10, Tommy Chang.
Yeah, these guys don't care where they play. They've now taken the first 2 of a 4-game road set, and they're guaranteed at least a split. Now we'll see if they can take the series tomorrow.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Iowa Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Ian Kennedy takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Mike Montgomery closes the door for the save, number 36 on the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Now on your home for minor league baseball. Logan Klein gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's gone, a home run. So a solo home run here on just the second pitch of the ball game. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0. Here's Eric Sogard.
Talk about hitting the ground running. Usually a leadoff man is the guy that takes the first pitch, trying to get the feel for the pitcher, trying to get dialed in, but not this guy. He's got that see ball, hit ball philosophy, and he does just that, launching that pitch out of here before the fans could even get settled in the seats.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, the defense better be on its toes today because this lineup likes to put the ball in play. A lot of guys from 1 through 9, good barrel awareness, put the ball in play, pass the baton to the next guy, keep the defense on their toes. If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Batting fourth, the right fielder number 14, Hernan Perez.
Stepping in now, Hernan Perez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Klein has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Mateo takes it in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So only 1 hit in the inning on the solo shot, but it's enough to push him out. Stepping up now, Stephen Vogt. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. If you were to describe right field in one word, I think it would be cannon. And that's what this guy brings to the table. An absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Batting 7th, shortstop, Rob Powell.
Standing in now, Rob Powell, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Ball even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Sky Sox are in front here, 1-0. Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert. He'll get us going here in the bottom half.
First baseman, Cheslor Cuthbert. Leading off for the Sky Sox, third baseman, Felipe Molina.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. Canizaro is there, and he has it for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jack Shartner. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch coming, here it is. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Here it comes. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2 gets him looking up around the letters.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
In now, Brady Bryant. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Sky Sox lead this thing 1-0. Into the box now, Dominic Rosado is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch coming, here it is. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So an inning opening single kicks off their half of the 3rd.
Don't sleep on the bottom.
Striding in once again, Eric Sogard. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Into center field, line drive, base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth. Digging in for his second at-bat, Patrick Kloboff. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
That's outside.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone. Strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. Hit in the air down the left field line. Sierra moves over. And he hauls it down in the corner. Digging in to try it again, Hernan Perez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And another foul ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Hernan Perez is sent packing for the second out of the inning.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Now batting, catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Into the box now, Stephen Vogt, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Behind 0-2 now. Sogard, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Sky Sox are in front here, 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ji-Man Choi comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike one. The 1-1. Popped up. Rosado is calling for it. 1 out. Ready for another chance. Rob Powell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 50th pitch of the game on its way. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact. If anything, He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Pitcher executed his pitch. Good sinker down and in. Got the hitter to beat it into the ground. Sometimes there's nothing you can do about it as a pitcher.
Now batting, third baseman, Felipe Molina.
Into the box, Felipe Molina, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Popped him up. Cuthbert in foul ground. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Jack Shartner is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
Boy, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Standing in now, Brady Bryant. No balls and a strike to count. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Sierra giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. Sky Sox lead this thing 1-0. Here's Eric Sogard. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And it's quickly 0-2. Drilled down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. Digging in once again, Patrick Klaba. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Patrick Klaba.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with. The 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Push softly over toward the right side. And there's out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Hernan Perez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cannizzaro sprinting after it. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Now batting, catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Stepping in now, Stephen Vogt. Pitch inside the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
I like the decision to steal right there, and it worked out. With 2 outs, there's not a lot to lose if you get caught, but if you get there successfully, all of a sudden you're just a single to the outfield from pushing a run across.
And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
And that one right down Main Street. Vogt at second with 2 down. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with him.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Maybe not as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. Digging in and looking for more, Rob Powell. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. So it was a strikeout swinging. Rob Powell goes down for the...
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Texas League. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the Corpus Christi Hooks. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. David Franklin gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Digging in, Rico Juarez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Rico.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But this gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Guerrero ranges to his right, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
0-1 the count. And here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. He'll try again. 1-2. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. In the air down the line in left. Gonzalez is in pursuit. He makes the running play. 2 down. Ready now, Vaughn Sherman. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
First baseman.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Klein has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless. Derek Fisher the next to bat.
Leading off with a hook.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Late that time for a strike. The 1-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. Brasky moves over. One away.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. If you were to describe right field in one word, I think it would be cannon. And that's what this guy brings to the table. An absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. Now at the plate, Andres Gomez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Bases are empty here with two men out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Fouled off. And another foul ball. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go now to the top of the third. Leading off the inning, Michael Montag, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. And he fouls this one off. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. The 2-1. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Here now the 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he chased it in the dirt. Barrios has it, but no chance to get him, and he'll take first after striking out. So stepping in, Rodney Brisbois, line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out. Stepping into the box, Miguel Tejada. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone.
This is a tough spot here to turn two off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least one out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get one out in a spot like this.
Perez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. From the stretch, swing and a little tapper. Montag leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. So it's no runs on no hits. Coming to the plate now, Robbie Green. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1. Little dribbler down the line. Foul ball, strike 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Now batting, first baseman, Vaughn.
In now, Vaughn Sherman. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Sherman, a native of Georgia. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hard on the ground to first. Base hit, and they're into the hit column.
Hey, Dan, I would imagine guys like this frustrated the heck out of you.
Oh, they do. You know, you make quality pitches, they fight, they scratch, and then that one pitch that you leave up in the zone, they're able to take advantage of it and drive it for a base hit.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Dribbled up the line. He's got to hurry. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Now batting, Jeff Big A, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 1-0. Digging in now, Andres Gomez. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Settling in now, Michael Montag. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a high fastball for a strike. To 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Rodney Brisbois, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Shot toward right center. but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. Striding into the box, Rodney Brisbois.
Left fielder, number 00, Rodney Brisbois.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Chopped weakly to the left. Bassett is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Naturals lead it 1-0. Into the box now, Miguel Tejada will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike 3.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
Third baseman, number 3, Rico Juarez.
Into the box, Rico Juarez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. High pop up. Guerrero is there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Robbie Green. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Robbie Green.
First pitch on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Barrios shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. We're through 6 full. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 1-0. Ready once again, Vaughn Sherman. He singled his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Perez shading to his right, 1 down. Derek Fisher the next to bat. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good hard sinker swung on and missed. 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Perez in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. Ready for another chance. Jeff Big A. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Leading off the inning, Andres Gomez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Right side. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Montag, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Strike one to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Michael Montag, out number 2 this inning. Popped him up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. We've played 8 full. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 3-0. Striding in once again, Miguel Tejada. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Miguel Tejada.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
To short. Wheatley scoops it up. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Rico Juarez. And that one just missed outside. 1 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Softly hit to the left side. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. Digging in once again, Robbie Green. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
1-0 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike the count.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Hopped up, lays out, and he makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but 1 base hit kept him from baseball history?
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Naturals took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Logan Klein earns his first win of the season as he allows only 1 hit in 9 full innings. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score for the victorious Naturals: 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 14 men on base. For the
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the San Antonio Missions. The Naturals have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Hank Schneider starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what needs to happen for them to get out of this rut?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. The 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Batting third, designated hitter, Jamie Olenberger.
Into the box now, Jamie Ollenberger. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Heading out towards shallow right. Perez is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still 0-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Leroy Ochoa. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Baseman, Leroy Ochoa.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Ready with another 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. If you were to describe right field in one word, I think it would be cannon. And that's what this guy brings to the table. An absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
Batting fifth.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1 home. is low and outside for a ball. The 2-1. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And a fastball just a bit high. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Batting 6th, catcher, Derek Manning.
Stepping in now, Derek Manning, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. A bouncer to the left side. Wheatley has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. So digging in now, Robert Gonzalez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Gonzalez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Now in the box, Carlton Parks, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Carlton Parks.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he's safe.
Well, that's their first hit of the ball game, and they make it count as he blisters this thing to the outfield and cruises into third for the triple. We'll see if his teammate can pick him up so they can get their first run, too.
Standing in now, George Aponte, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Grounded back up the middle. Wheatley comes up with it. Only play will be to first, as we'll see our first run score here, as this is a 1-0 ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Missions lead it 1-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Eric Ibar, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Eric Ibar.
Here's the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gonzalez moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Jamie Ollenberger. He flew out in his last at-bat. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Line to the right side, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Leroy Ochoa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. Ochoa was born in Maryland. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. I think that was a purpose pitch.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here. At the plate, Boone Divine. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Popped him up. Barrios over to his left, 1 down. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
1 ball.
That misses. 1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Hit round to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Now at the plate, Carlton Parks. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Parks is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground, he has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense. to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Stepping into the box, George Aponte comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Good action on the sinker. 1-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. 7th inning coming up, all tied at 1-1. Here's Eric Ibar now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The shortstop, Eric Ibar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Here it comes on 0-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Jamie Ollenberger. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a strike.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Here's another 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Seared down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Ready for another shot now. Boone Devine. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Boone Devine.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I got the count. 2-2.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Now batting, catcher, Derek Manning.
In now, Derek Manning. As he'll take a look at ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Ready for another chance? Robert Gonzalez. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Behind 0-2 now. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 9th inning coming. Frank DiBiase enters the game to finish this.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the AA Texas League. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the San Antonio Missions and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Logan Klein is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Stepping in, Chris Hatton. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for San Antonio, right fielder, Chris Hatton.
First delivery to him on the way. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at our home nine as they take the field here today. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, D-Row, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
So stepping in, Enrique Franco. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Franco.
Here comes The first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Late that time for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. Guerrero over to his left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carmen Zapata. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
So we got him looking there. Leroy Ochoa is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Into the box now, Boone Devine. And he hits it hard to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen short.
0-1 pitch on its way. Fouled away. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Coming to the plate now, Luis Torrens, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Torrens, a 22-year-old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball.
Nope.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Wow, I want that one if I'm on the bump. But let's be real, I want all the close ones.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Digging in for his second at bat, Chris Hatton. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Bassett is under this one. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eric Ibar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and Ibar swings and misses, and he's set down for out number 1.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Enrique Franco, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. The 0-2 once more. And that one stayed up a little high. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Harmon Zapata. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Striding in once again, Leroy Ochoa. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. No balls and 1 strike. A shot down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Fouled off. Another 0-2 home. And that one stayed too low apparently. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Now at the plate, Boone Devine. He reached on a single in his first try.
Boone Devine.
First pitch of the at-bat. Way out in front. Devine, a Canadian native. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. And now a pitch on the way. Line to the right side. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. Stepping in, Albert De La Rosa comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
De La Rosa.
From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Count 0-2.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Softly hit here to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. At the plate, Luis Torrens. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Luis Torres.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Devine is off at first with 2 away. A ball and a strike. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Stepping into the box, George Aponte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. Aponte takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Standing in now, Chris Hatton. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Ready once again, Eric Ibar, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. And Ibar will lay off that one. It's even at 1-1. Working for the punch-out and the offering. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Popped high in the air. Bassett waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Digging in once again, Enrique Franco. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Ground over to first. Weller is there, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting,
0-1 the count. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2. Up around the face.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Next will be the designated hitter, Leroy Ochoa. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Count remains at 0-2. Toward the mound. Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Digging in and looking for more, Boone Divine. He singled his last time up. And that misses ball 1. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it's gone as they add still another. Into the box, Albert De La Rosa, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ripped down the line, and this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Springfield Cardinals and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Logan Klein, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, this is a tough place to come in and play. The home team's they played pretty well here. They got their fans excited about last night's W. Let's see if they can complete the sweep today.
You know, you always want to you want to get greedy, D-Row, when you win the first game of a two-game set, particularly when you're playing at home. And this team is a really good home team, so the odds are in their favor that they've got a good chance to pull off this sweep.
Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
64 degrees, our temperature here at first pitch this afternoon. In there, 1-1.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Popped him up. Weller is under it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Digging in the switch hitter, Andre Lyle. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s.
Lyle.
Here comes the first pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. 2 out, nobody on. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, William Rhodes, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. Swing and a line drive, but that's a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a good sinker there. Gets him swinging for the first out.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
In now, John Anthony. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
John Anthony.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
Rounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Ball 1.
Outside.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. So striding forward now, James Vincent. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. And he'll get in there safely.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Shortstop, Dwayne Mullen.
In now, Dwayne Mullen, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
So coming to the plate, Andy Eastman. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Andy Eastman.
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Runner goes for second. That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Vincent leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Feliz is a guy some would regard as a defense-first type of player. He excels in the field and really makes an impact on games with his glove. At the plate, however, not quite as much of a threat.
Yeah, but a guy with a defensive-minded skill set like this can play in the big leagues a long time. You can find ways to score runs, find ways to put the bat on the ball. You can't find guys that play defense the way he does.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Brasky will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 3-0. At the plate, Jose Gil. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Started that swing a bit too early.
0-2.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Ready for another chance? Andre Lyle. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. One out, nobody on. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, William Rose.
The batter, number 5. Designated
now the pitch.
William Rose.
Fouled away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
That's a ball.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Naturals lead it 3-0. Digging in to try it again, John Anthony. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Anthony.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Swing and a ground ball to third. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Gonzalez ranging forward. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Now the pitch.
Number 10.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Hit out towards second. Guerrero takes it in. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Now at the plate, James Vincent.
Now batting.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away. If they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count, find themselves down, I think they need to regroup, have a meeting.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So put another 0 on the board as they... Striding in once again, Dwayne Mullen will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Standing in, Andy Eastman. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Andy
Called strike at the letters,
Eastman.
0-1. And the pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Center fielder, number 4, Eli Feliz.
Stepping in now, Eli Feliz, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Gil. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andre Lyle.
Standing in now, Andre Lyle.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
No hits to this point. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
And there are 2 away now. Digging in once again, William Rose. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. So he keeps rolling right along. Make it ready once again, John Anthony. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side. Foul. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. So striding in, Ryan Jacques. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Wheatley ranging into the outfield. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready for another shot now. James Vincent, 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. He's through 8 with the shutout intact. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 3-0. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Dwayne Mullen, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in, Andy Eastman.
Now batting.
And now pitch on the way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. A 1 pitch on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Eli Feliz. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. He brings it in, and they have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a 1-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
4-0. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Springfield Cardinals and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Logan Klein gets the ball for the away side in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's not too hard to figure out why this guy's one of the top pitchers having a big year. Look at that ERA, sub 1.0 ERA on the season. He's been nearly untouchable up to this point. And we should have a fun time watching this guy do what he does on the mound today in this one.
Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Left side, but well foul. Back up the middle, scooped up on the backhand, and that's the first out. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
And a sliding attempt at second, but he can't corral it, and that ought to be a base hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen short.
Up around the face. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up. That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Andreas Murillo. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. A ball and no strikes. Vincent stands at second with 2 gone. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Hit on the ground to short. Wheatley fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. So it's on to the bottom of inning number. Digging in the switch hitter, Andre Lyle, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And that one stayed too low apparently. Now the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2. William Rose is on deck, and that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Set to get his evening at the plate started, William Rose, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season, and it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. A 1 pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Perez going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding it to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the runner will score from second.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Into the box, Dwayne Mullen. 0-1 the count. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Wheatley moving to his left makes the play, 1 away.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Counts 1-1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn 1 pitch into an ending double play.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Now batting, Eli Feliz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a strike.
0-1.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Oh, and that liner caught him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Digging in now, James Vincent. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. The 1-0 home. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. The 1-1. Taken, strike two. Struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Now batting.
In now, Joe Katimer. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. Again, another foul ball. Soft liner to the left side, and plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are two down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Andreas Murillo.
Catcher, Andreas Murillo.
First offering on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
There's a called strike on a fastball zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Now batting, first baseman, Andre.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
Yeah, you take a look at that two-seamer right there, sinker. It had nasty downward plane on that ball. That thing must have gone down at least 6 inches.
Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is. To the plate now is the designated hitter, William Rose. He reached on a single in his first try. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gonzalez on the move, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Just a tick behind for a strike.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you got to be ready for the heater.
Strike taken, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. From the belt, the pitch, and a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Dwayne Mullen, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The 0-1 swings through it for strike number two.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Dwayne Mullen is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Andy Eastman comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. Eastman is originally from the state of Maine. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Rose at third with 2 away. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Sinker. 3-2 now.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Springfield's out in front, 1-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Eli Feliz.
Center fielder, Eli.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit out towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, James Vincent. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Now batting, left fielder, Joe Kettemer.
Into the box now, Joe Kettemer, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Started that swing a bit too early. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up, and Springfield leads this thing 1-0. Ready once again, Andreas Murillo. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Andre Lyle is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a strike. It's 0-1. But this is speared by the first baseman. Trying to pick things up where he left off, William Rose. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Murillo, base runner at first with one out. And there's a base hit on the line. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
Riding in once again, Ryan Jacques takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 0-1 on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. On the ground is short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Springfield's out in front, 1-0. Lloyd Burkhart will come on in relief now as he'll make his. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
It wasn't a huge offensive day for him. He only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it.